The pin has been taken out. It's been withdrawn. The hand grenade is about to be thrown, and it is literally about to go off. Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Lucy Davis and I'm having to position myself directly in this beautiful pillar today so that you guys can see me properly. The lighting where I am is not particularly great, but I needed to crack on and get this video done. So I'm going to kind of like be doing this, I think, a little bit this morning. So anyway, ladies and gents, it's great to be back with you. It is the 19th of January and I am freshly landed back in the UK after going off and doing some resting and doing some inner healing work and really focusing on self for the last few days, which has been an absolute magical miracle. I landed back to very cold temperatures, and this morning it has been -4. So I'm sure you can imagine I'm like freezing and shuddering under my breath here. It has been a wild time, to say the least, ladies and gents, right? We are in a period of time right now whereby everything is being shown. People that we really thought were going to be in our lives are being removed. Just need to move that down a little bit, that's better. People in our lives are being removed. We are being shown characteristics and behaviors from people that are really not resonating with us right now. And it is about going inwards and being honest with ourselves as to whether they are in alignment with us. Now, it's very interesting what's taking place, and it is all because of the energies. There is nowhere to hide. Everything has to come to the surface. And I've been talking about this for a very long time, ladies and gents. So what you're going to be finding is that people are going to be projecting over you. They are going to literally be doing situations and circumstances to you, which they're not prepared to put up with themselves. And this is where it's about to get extremely interesting under this full moon. So the full moon's happening in about a week's time on the 25th of January, and it is going to be an extremely potent one. So I know I've been saying this probably for the last 2, maybe 3, maybe 4 years that I've been doing these energy updates, but it really is time to just buckle yourself in and ride the cosmic waves that are incoming. There is this surge of energy that's taking place on the planet at the moment, and within the next 4 to 6 weeks, there is going to be a massive surge whereby, we all have to recognize that we've chosen our paths. This is the most tough message that I'm having to deliver to people at the moment, is like, you're choosing your path with every decision that you make, with every conversation that you have, with everything that you're investing your energy in. You are making your decisions. You are literally saying, this is what's going to happen in my life, or this is not what's going to happen in my life. And sometimes we've held on to our stubbornness for such a long time, and we've held on to our story, and we've held on to the desire to be right and the desire to be heard, that we literally do not recognize that we are in a loop, and this loop is victim consciousness, which is exactly what I've been talking about. Now, I'm going to link back to the victim consciousness video that I did very recently, and the reason I'm going to be linking back to that is, ladies and gents, a lot of you are still missing the memo. And you're still blaming other people. You're not taking ownership. You're not recognizing that actually you are creating your reality. You are holding on to that misery. You are holding on to that desire to be right. You are holding on to that desire to be heard. You are holding on to that grief or that loss or whatever it is. And it's not going to serve you going forwards. Like, literally, you cannot take this going forwards if you want to be in high levels of consciousness. By all means, if you want to stay where you are, my left eye is itching. If you want to stay where you are, then please do that. Like, just disregard my victim consciousness video. Pretend that it's not true. All I do is channel the messages that I get given, and they come in very clearly from source for me to be able to speak about this. So, I'm just going to leave that with you guys. And this video is about the full moon energies. But before we go into that, ladies and gents, I am off on some magical experiences over the coming weeks. I've got some really amazing speaking gigs in the UK over the next week or so. I'm going to be in Bolton, Fareham, Bournemouth, Plymouth, all over the place speaking. So if you are in or around those areas, do comment underneath this video and I will let you know where I am going to be. It would be amazing to see some of you before my birthday. My birthday is on the 2nd of February and I am going to be doing some really magical things for humanity around that time as well. And I am so super excited to have a beautiful birthday after, last year's was slightly disrupted. So I'm very much looking forward to that this year. I'm a big birthday fan. I know a lot of people say when you get to a certain age, but I love birthdays and I'm always going to love birthdays, whether it's mine or somebody else's. I love them. So I invest heavily in those. The other thing I wanted to remind you guys of as well is Soul School 4. Soul School 4 is taking place in Bristol, United Kingdom on the 16th and 17th of March. Again, those days were divinely guided back in November when I was away doing some energy work. And it was told exactly why we had to go to that location and exactly why we had to not the location as in the venue, but we had to go to the specific location where we are going, and the reasons behind it and the connections to the dates that it's going to be. So it's absolutely incredible what's going to go on, and I'll be sharing a lot more of that information obviously at Soul School for you. If you don't know what Soul School is, you can head over to my website, www.lucydavis, all one word, .com/Soul School. I mean, by all means, have a good look through my website, but you can go to the Soul School page and you will see past videos of Soul School 1, 2, and 3. And also in the next few days, in the next week, Soul School 3 is going to be available to purchase online. So during Soul School 3, we had the event videoed and it was an amazingly powerful and successful event. So what my team and I have decided to do is pop it out to the general public so you guys can see the kind of experiences that I take people through and expose people to and things like that, so that you guys can have a look. We're not always going to publish, like we're not going to be publishing Soul School 4 as something that you guys can buy online. But every now and again, if we feel that it is something that is worthwhile doing, then we will do that. So please do check out Soul School 3. I will pop it out on a video and on a community post and also through my social media. So if you don't follow my social media, please do head over and check that out, so I can then show you exactly where we are and what is going on and what's available to you guys. So I'm just now going to quickly find my notes for the full moon. I know I've written them, I just can't find them right now. Here we go. So like I say, everything is available to you for you to check out in the description field. So all of my social media, the way that you can book a free 15-minute call with me, my website, all of the links you could possibly imagine, the supplementation I take and other bits and pieces, crystals, stuff like that, is all available in the description field. So please do head over there once you've finished watching this video. So full moon, January 2024, happening on the 25th of January. The best way for me to describe this, the pin has been taken out, it's been withdrawn. The hand grenade is about to be thrown, and it is literally about to go off. This full moon is going to shine a light on it all. Every single piece of it has to come to the surface. Now, I've had a very interesting conversation just yesterday with somebody around COVID and around the situation that happened a few years ago. And this person was sharing the fact that their consciousness had changed on things, and that although they really enjoyed the lockdown period, it was, a situation that perhaps could have been avoided and perhaps could have been dealt with in a better way. And this person was sharing the fact that leadership was really under question, and this was a person that is of upstanding member of the community, not a person like me who's questioned this all the way through, put it like that. So it's absolutely in keeping with this full moon energy. And like I say, all of people's stuff has to come to the surface. Right now, people are making out as if they're something that they're not. They are making out that they've got their stuff together a lot more. They're making out like it's their way or the highway. And in all reality, it's because they are literally losing control. People are stepping away from them. People are making them question themselves. People are, evolving and moving away because they don't want that vibration around them anymore. Like, we have gone past the vibration of 3D matrix. If you are choosing to be in high levels of consciousness, then that is your choice. If you are choosing to stay in the fight and the war and the having to be right, then you are stuck in a loop. You are stuck in a loop. Sometimes the best thing that you can do is go, you know what? Like, I'm just not even going to comment. No, I can't even invest my energy into this when you are asking for something to be done in a particular way, but the other way round, it's not okay. And this is what the full moon is bringing. And my goodness gracious me, ladies and gents, it is going to take every ounce of us to remain calm, to remain cool, to remain in love during this. We're going to see it with politics. We're going to see it with money. We're going to see it with medical. We're going to see it with absolutely everything, and the WEF are pushing massively at the moment. On certain topics is what I'm being told very, very clearly. So we need to just recognize that this pushing, this shoving, this fighting, and this war has to happen to bring us to a point whereby we release all control and we release all attachment to the outcome, knowing that the outcome is going to be better than we could ever predict. Now, talking about predictions, I have made a lot of predictions already this year. If you've watched the 2024 energy update, you will see it. If you've watched the January energy update, if you've watched the new moon energy update, there are predictions aplenty going on in there. And I have to be honest with you, ladies and gents, I'm scaring myself right now with how powerful the predictions are and how quickly they're coming into manifestation. I actually spoke to Kevin. Well, obviously I speak to him every day, but I spoke to him yesterday, the day before, and the day before, and I actually said to him, like, I'm scaring myself now. I don't know where these predictions come from, and I'm happy to share them, and I'm happy to voice them, and I'm happy to, stand by them. But my God, like, they're happening so quickly right now that it is actually creating a little bit of, oh my goodness, I really do need to be careful what I'm thinking. I really do need to be careful what I'm speaking, because on that point, feistiness and volatility and drama are going to be three massive elements under this full moon. Now, really from yesterday, the 18th of January, but really from now, we are right in the midst of the full moon energy. So expect people to be feisty, expect people to get on the defensive, expect people to be volatile, expect drama, expect the dramatics of, I need to know, and I want to have it my way. So again, this is victim consciousness. The light is shining on victim consciousness. So this feisty, volatile, dramatic, oh, I'm walking away that kind of behavior. Just be very aware that the amateur dramatics are really going to be prevalent. And the people doing them are almost going to be like, I don't know why I'm doing this, but I have to do it. And it's so that people can see where they are at. There's a lot of people, like I say right now, wearing masks. And there is no way out from this situation other than the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth coming to the surface. Nothing will stop what's coming. Nothing. The truth is going to be outed. We're going to notice all of the lies that have been promised. And I'm not just talking about the politicians and the governments and the school teachers and the educational system, the medical system. I'm not talking about those. I'm talking about every area of life. I'm talking about every movement. I'm talking about every collaboration. I'm talking about the spiritual movement. I'm talking about the truth movement. I'm talking about all of these movements that have been created over the years. The truth has to come out. We've been living in a bubble of lies. Now, we have been in a very, very powerful manifestation window. I actually gave some advice to somebody the other day, and just said, and I want to share this with you guys. I said to them, please recognize that you are a very powerful manifester. Please recognize that everything that you are thinking and everything you are speaking is coming into existence. So if you think it's going to be dramatic, please recognize that. Now, that said, obviously I've been talking about drama, volatility, and feistiness through this video. Before I film these videos, I set the intention with my guides, with God, with Source, and I'm like, look, you want me to speak about this stuff, you cannot bring this stuff into my life. However, it does happen sometimes, because obviously that's what's divinely orchestrated and what needs to happen. However, I'm just asking you guys, from my heart to yours, to clean up your thoughts and your words so that manifestation can come in really beautifully, really clearly, really lovingly. We are very powerful, and we are in a period of co-creation. I believe that we are co-creators anyway, but this manifestation window, this manifestation period is happening at a much quicker rate right now, because of the energies that are coming behind us, because we are in this massive period of clearing and cleansing. It's almost like, you know how everybody a few years ago were like, oh, we're dredging the swamp. It's actually like we're doing that, now. You know, we're really bringing it up, but it's in our personal lives. It's not about that out there anymore. And although a lot of people are still blaming out there, it's not, it's happening here. Why are you with that person? Do they speak to you beautifully? Do they let you have your say? Do they own when they, do wrong? I don't know. That's the kind of things that you need to be asking yourself right now. If it's in a relationship, if it's a career, is this serving me? Am I being paid the kind of money that I know that I'm owed, or that I deserve? Or am I doing this because of grandeur? Like, this is what is happening right now. People are, moaning that they're not being paid, but then they're still doing it anyway. Like, this is so powerful. We have to recognize that you are literally living the existence that you have chosen. So I'm going to leave that one there, but just know, if I was you right now, I would be creating almost like a manifestation log of the things, and really make sure that the feelings are behind it, and make sure that your belief is there. Otherwise, it will not come into fruition at all. The heart and head connection. This is massive for January, February, and into March, and it very much aligns with the work that I'm going to be doing energetically around the world. The head and heart connection is all about being around people with the same vibration as you. And people are showing themselves right now. Like, I'm a bit of a nightmare in this situation. I'm going to be honest with you, a beautiful nightmare, because I see the best in people. I see the potential. However, I really do like to, boost people's vibration. But then when they show me who they truly are, it's like, oh, Lucy, they're doing this because of you. They're doing this because you're holding them up. And that has to stop. So I'm calling myself out on that. I'm really calling myself out on that now. At the end of the day, that's my fixer mode. That's me being in victim consciousness. I want this person to come with me. And it's a beautiful part of victim consciousness, but it's a part of it. So, this is something that I'm really having to lean into. And it's not nice. You want your loved ones to come with you. You want people that, again, you see huge potential in, or maybe that you've had many past lives with them or something, and you really, really, really do want to hold on and cling on to that. But this is about values. This is about vibrations and values. This is all about frequency. This is all about how we demonstrate what we are bringing to the party. And, this is about us creating a collective consciousness. We are creating consciousness for the collective, and the people that you're hanging around, if they are draining you, if they are pulling you back, if they're not letting you speak, if they're only hearing it from their perspective, if you both do the same thing, but you're wrong and they're right with exactly the same situation, circumstances, then, at some point you have to recognize that that person is not on your vibration. I keep being told that life will never be the same again. Now, a lot of people are panicking about that. I'm not. I think that that's amazing. I don't want to live in a world of hurt anymore. I'm choosing and I'm resonating with peace. I'm resonating with harmony. I'm resonating with honesty. I'm resonating with love. I'm resonating with authenticity. I'm resonating with abundance for everybody, not the select few. I'm resonating with real and raw, not hurt, real and raw, wounded, real and raw, victim, wounded, real and raw, real and raw. I'm resonating with honest, truth, love, beauty, peace, connection. So make your choices and be very, very aware of that. Life doesn't need to be the same. We're evolving. We're literally the spark that the world needed, and we're making it happen. It's time to welcome in the new energies. It is absolutely preparing us for the future. We are being prepared to connect with all. And I'm talking friends, family, animals, trees. And I actually saw something this morning, which is really, really beautiful. Like, the trees communicate, the trees work together. We are going to learn from the trees. We are going to learn from their wisdom. We're coming back together. We're connecting the roots back to each other now. And anybody that wants to fight, anybody that wants to divide, they're on a different vibration to you. This is why we're stepping away from people, because we're finding our tribe, we're creating our communities. Now, that person over there that wants to fight, they'll go with the other fighters. They'll find their person, they'll find their people in the other fighters. But if you want to come from a space of love and peace and harmony, then that's your choice. Everything must come from love from here. Everything. Now, I don't know if you've noticed, but time is speeding up even faster. It's like we're in the quickening. It's just really weird. Everything is speeding up every single day. I was explaining to somebody yesterday that I met, and I said to him, like, I just wake up and I go back to bed. And then the next thing I wake up and then I go back to bed. And, you know, there's a couple of things I do in between, but nothing like I used to be able to, because it is happening so quickly right now. Changes are happening and happening for us on every single level. But it's like all of the realms are spinning so much faster now. And we're kind of interlinking all of our existences, and all of our timelines are coming together, and timelines are being collapsed and new ones are being opened. And, you know, we really are on a go faster at the moment. If ever there was a period of time where I was like, wow, I've never experienced anything like this, this is it. And it's exciting for somebody like me who's quite high vibrational, you know, and pretty aligned, and you know, 99.9% of the time authentic. You know, there's always got to be that tiny little percentage that might not be. So, you know, I really, really resonate with this. I find it exciting. I find it exciting that people are being challenged. I find it exciting that people are going through healing. I'm finding it exciting that people are literally showing us without question who they are and what they're like and what they're doing. It makes it so much easier for us, even though it hurts and it stings and it breaks our heart, to know exactly what these people are and who they are. Innovation and creation is massive right now. I can't even say to you, I am being shown so many opportunities. I'm creating new courses, I'm creating new content. I'm loving what's happening right now. And there's some real hidden secrets that are about to come out from me in the next week or so. So please do keep your eyes on that, because there's some really cool stuff that is going to be unfolding imminently, ladies and gents. Now, like I alluded to earlier around the victim consciousness, the truth is going to be spoken, the feisty, volatile, dramatics, that kind of thing. There is going to be some huge upsets. And I truly believe that this, I mean, it's already started, but I truly believe that under the full moon, this is going to gain strength. It's going to gain weight. Hidden secrets around the areas that I spoke about in the 2024 update. So technology, finances, medical, they're the kind of areas that I see a lot of hidden secrets coming out. And like I say, I had a conversation with a first officer on my flight yesterday, and we were talking a lot about the medical situation over the last 3 years. And that was a very interesting conversation. You know, we were talking about leadership, we were talking about power struggles, we were talking about, you know, the fact that things are quite interesting right now. So I want to make sure that you guys realize that we are right in the midst of massive truths, massive hidden secrets, huge upsets, corruption, all coming to the surface. I really do stand by what I said about technology being used against us as well. I truly believe that there is a step forwards to, you know, try and remove the fact that the humans are the reason technology exists. You know, computers are based on the human brain. Now people are saying that because humans are so addicted to technology that they can manipulate the brain, and actually humans are not going to be useful because they can use technology because they've dumbed us down as much. So I'm encouraging people to get off of technology a little bit, please. Yes, we need to use it for things like this and coming together, absolutely, but we do need to be very conscious of this. We have literally blown up a world before by technology, and I feel that we are stepping in that direction. Yes, technology is a good thing. Yes, technology can be used for amazing, amazing things, but it can also be used to really, really create a lot of issues. So bear that in mind. Make sure that you've got a way to communicate without technology. You know, how many people have a landline now, for example? Very, very few. So just bear that in mind. Obviously, if technology goes and the phones go down, like, how are we going to communicate? So just really start to bear this in mind, ladies and gents, because, you know, it's very, very important. Technology will never, ever overtake the human. It is based on the human. So we need to make sure that we own that and we stand in that, and we make sure that we remember that. Communities are going to be coming together in a much, much stronger way. It is time to remember that communities raise the children. It should never have been, you know, like in the Western world, it's all about get the baby with the mum and then get the baby away from the mum as quickly as possible. You know, get it into school, get it into the, you know, the indoctrination camps, as I'll call them. You know, we need to be recognizing that this actually isn't the way that it should be. We should be, you know, asking the grandparents, asking the elders, asking the wise to really contribute and share their information. And, you know, when I'm talking about the elders, like, kids are having children at like 16 these days, you know, like, let's be really honest about it. So when you get to your 40s or your mid 40s, like, actually that's a great time to be having children, because you've got the wisdom, you've got the appreciation of life, you've got a little bit more balance to yourself, you know. And I'm not putting people down that had children young, please don't think that, but what I'm saying is that it's now time to bring the communities together to make sure that the children, whether they're coming from young adults or much older people, because anything's happening now, right? The community comes together, the family comes together, you know, the everybody is involved in raising and nurturing and bringing together the beautiful transformation that is that child. Talking of transformations, they're going to be huge. They're going to be huge. I can feel it. I can see it. I just need to move this way a little bit because the sun's coming round. You know, I can feel it. I can see it. I can embody it massively right now. I'm transforming daily. It's really intriguing what's happening right now. We're all being asked to level up, and, you know, none of us are safe, by the way. If there's any spiritual, you know, teacher, mentor, or anything saying that, oh, it's happening to everybody else and not me, they're talking utter nonsense. We're all being asked to level up. We're all being asked to grow. None of us are better than anybody else. I don't like this godlike complex that has come through via some people of recent. People have been sharing things with me and they're like, wow, have you heard the ego behind this person? And it's just not necessary. We're all the same. Some of us have more gifts than others. Some of us have more creation than others. Some of us have more, like, you know, some of us are better speakers than others, and that's just the way that it is. What we need to be recognizing now is that it takes a community to come together, but it has to be real and it has to be authentic. And this is the missing piece of the puzzle for a lot of people. They're projecting that there's something, and it's coming from their victim, it's coming from their hurt, it's coming from their pain, and everybody's seeing it now, and they're stepping away. They might not be having the conversations, but they're stepping away. So my advice to each and every one of you is choose happiness, choose positive, recognize that your choices are creating your life, and recognize that you hold the power to do all of it. If someone is triggering you, recognize what it is within you that is being triggered. The only reason you're being triggered is because it's within you. If you feel you've been let down, it's because you feel like you've been let down. It's not that the other person has let you down. And this is the big shift that needs to be taking place. People are still blaming, people are still finger pointing. Oh, well, yeah, but I need, well, that's something that you need to recognize. It's you. Why does the other person have to give that to you? Very, very, very important piece of the puzzle. I see lots of purging from Gaia. I've predicted earthquakes, and I see earthquakes happening big time. Floods massively. Like I said in the energy update for 2024, I predict lots of floods. I predicted fire in Australia as well. That took place in the last week, and followed by a massive flood, I hasten to add. So this is really intriguing what's happening right now, and I truly believe it's Mother Nature finally pushing back on these people. I say finally, she's been pushing back all the way along, but she's pissed. She's pushing back. Excuse me, I don't know where that came from. She's pushing back on these situations whereby people are manipulating her, and she's just pushing back on those situations now. She's not having it, and that will show up in things like earthquakes, in things like floods, in things like fires. And ladies and gents, somebody in my conscious conversation community asked me when I was talking about this on Monday, they said, yeah, but Lucy, innocent people are being hurt. Unfortunately, that is part of the parcel of what we're doing right now. We are having to purge, and unfortunately, casualties will be involved. And unfortunately, this is because there are people that are manipulating situations. And I know Mother Nature will try and spare as many lives as possible. But unfortunately, with things like floods and with things like fires, innocent people are going to get hurt and caught in the crossfire, like the wars that are being projected. So what we need to do is we need to thank our lucky stars that it's not us first and foremost, but also just, give love to those people. Those souls came in knowing what they were going to do, believe it or not. And I know it's a hard pill to swallow, like it's a cruel pill to swallow, but we need to give thanks and we need to honor them, and we need to send love. So, so, so much love. The gifts are coming online a lot more. Dreaming has gone to a whole new level. A spiritual awakening is taking place on the planet, and nobody is safe. Now, depending on where you are with yourself, if you're at battle with yourself, you will be having quite nasty things that are coming in to get you to recognize that you have the opportunity to change so that things are better. And this is what's happening right now. We are being shown everything in the vibration that we are in, like I say. So if you feel like you're under stress or you're under pressure or you're being forced or anything like that, please know that that is the vibration that you have got in your life. You are literally being shown your healing in your superconscious state. Tough pill to swallow. Lots of travel. I can say that honestly because it's definitely true. There's lots of travel coming in. Go and enjoy yourself. Go and have fun. Go and laugh. Go and love. Go and have joy. We have got some unpredictable times ahead, ladies and gents. So right in this now moment, travel, embrace, love. Like I say, I flew yesterday, and I normally get on a plane and I do some work and I have a meditation and whatever. And I was sat on a row of seats that was all to myself. And then the first officer or a first officer came and sat next to me, and we were chatting the whole time. And it's so unusual. And like literally we were so engrossed in our conversation. And then the lady in front of me, beautiful, beautiful soul, she was sat next to somebody who was assigned for me, and his name was assigned for me. And what was fascinating, I ended up getting to, like, it was such a beautiful communicative plane. It was really unusual. And, we were just having these beautiful, beautiful conversations. And so get out there and leave your imprint. I've got some new clients off of that flight yesterday. Like, that's what's happening right now. It's wild what's taking place. And so before we go into the unpredictable times, ladies and gents, go out and enjoy yourself. Go out and love on people. Go out and communicate with people. I learned so much about flying yesterday. It was amazing. You guys know I've got a passion for flying. You guys know I've had some lessons and stuff. And it came very natural to me. So for me to sit there and ask the questions and ask about what went on during lockdown and these kind of things, like, it was really, really incredible. And I just feel so excited and privileged that I got the opportunity to do that. Like, sprinkle a little bit of love and happiness wherever you go. Leave people feeling better than when you found them. That is my advice to each and every one of you. We are in a period of time, which is quite crazy. So how about we lean on each other? How about we come together? How about we create these beautiful communities and we bring our self-love, because it all starts at home, and then we can expand it out to the world. Talking of self-love, please remember your self-love practices. Please do remember to ground in these periods of time of all of this energy shifting in meteorites and flares and all the rest of it. Please remember that you need to be grounded. You are energy. So anything that's going on out there, which is why I always do the full moon and the new moon updates and the energy updates, it's because what's going on out there is absolutely going to impact you, because you are that. You are cosmic stardust trapped in this physical vessel. Now, I'm going to do a quick exercise for you guys, but I'm going to make it quick because I'm actually running late because of this video, which is fine. So as always, pause the video and go grab a piece of paper and a pen if you don't have that. Really forgot the key ingredient there. So the exercise for this full moon is sage your aura. So look at your own energy field and just smudge that, whether that's sage, whether that's Palo Santo, whether that's essential oils, whether it's whatever it is, you do whatever you need to do. And as you're doing that, say, it's time for me to release the old energies and time to welcome in the new. Then do the same with your space. Walk around your room, open up the windows, allow the air to come in and allow the old energies to go out. Please remove any energy that is no longer serving me for the greatest good. Please welcome in the energies that are going to help level up, love, create more peace, create more harmony, all in the greatest good for humanity. Then I'd like you to drop into a space of meditation for 15 minutes, pop on some beautiful music, light some candles if you feel drawn to do that, or sit under the full moon light or whatever, if you are lucky enough to see the full moon, depending on where you are. And I would really like you to focus on manifestation from the heart. Not, I need to earn £10,000 a month because my mortgage has gone up and my bills have gone up and things like that. What do you want to create for you, which will impact the greatest good for humanity? So it might be, I'm looking to create a conscious business that will serve humanity whilst providing an income to myself that will help shift the universe, humanity, in the direction that it needs to go for our greater good. Could be something along the lines of that. Sit and manifest, let the manifestations to come in. And then when you come out of your meditation, write everything down on a piece of paper, fold it up, pop it next to a glass of water and under your favorite crystal. Don't know where the water came from, but that's what they've just told me. Pop it next to a glass of water and then pop it under your favorite crystal. Now, every other day, go back, read your manifestations, pop the manifestation, then have a sip of water and then pop it back under your crystal until the water has gone. Don't know where that's just come from, but hey ho, apparently the water's going to help us create. Love that. Ladies and gents, thank you so much for watching this video. I'm so grateful to you all. I hope to see you super soon, whether that's at one of my, I'm like this. It's so weird, isn't it, that there's just that little section. Please do know that if you want to come to one of the live speaking things that I've got on, I will let you know in the comments if you ask, at the locations. And I really look forward to being back with you super soon. I have channeled an amazing video on the divine feminine and the divine masculine, which is probably going to ruffle some feathers, probably going to create a few triggers, but you know what? That's what I'm here to do. So, ladies and gents, I look forward to seeing you all super soon, and look after yourselves, take care, and I'll see you in the next video.